All right. I know I haven't been as present here. Hoping to change that. And I did a twin flame energy check-in, but for now I wanted to do a King series energy check-in for those that are following the series. So we're going to do just a quick check-in on the King, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles, and we will just see where everybody is at, and we will take it from there. Let's start off with the King. Okay, we'll start off with the King's energy and see how are they at this time, right? How is the King's energy at this time? What are their thoughts at this time? What is this King's thoughts? What about their feelings? And these are their intentions and actions. Okay. All right. And we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Let's see. Let's take a look at the King's thoughts. Okay. Now, in their thoughts is the Nine of Pentacles, also known as the Queen of Cups. So what are they thinking about the Nine of Pentacles at this time? What are they thinking about? Feel like they're really thinking about the Queen of Cups, Nine of Pentacles right now. They're in their head about it. I feel like it's because they do feel that things have ended. Three of Swords, they feel like, yep, I've really done it. That's what I'm hearing this King is saying, like, yep, I've really done it. I've gone and done it. So they really feel like they've really maybe created an ending here that they can't come back from. But I'm also seeing that their energy is also saying, well, what else can I really do here? I don't know what else that I can do here. They feel bound by time or by circumstance. And so they're constantly thinking about this. What about their feelings? They have Justice in their feelings. So let's see what that's about. Why do they have Justice? This Empress, I relate it to the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so let's see if that's, you know, the King in their feelings, you know, I think they just feel stuck. Honestly, they feel bound. They feel stuck to the commitment that they're in. They feel bound by obligation. They don't want to go back on their word. They don't want to be perceived as a liar, as, you know, a dishonest person. I feel like it's like they've given up their feelings in the situation, but I don't think they've given up their feelings for that Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. But in this situation in general, it's like they've just given up because they don't really see, for them, they don't see a way out. They feel like this is it. This is the end for me. This is where it's at, right? I feel a bit of dead energy, like a dull, dead energy when it comes to the feelings. It's like they're numbing their feelings, maybe. That's what that is. What about intentions and actions for this King? We have the Hermit and the Eight of Wands. Intentions and actions. So, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Devil in reverse, the King of Pentacles in reverse. You know what? For now, the energy of this King is the Queen of Cups, Nine of Pentacles is forever in their mind, okay? Constantly, I feel like a racing of the mind, a running of the mind with this Queen of Cups, Nine of Pentacles always in the mind. Their feelings are a bit hardened, deadened, iced out. I don't know. It just feels like it's numb. It's dull. It's numb. So the intention action that I see that this King is probably going to take is they will just keep continuing to distance themselves. They will keep continuing to keep all of this to themselves. And the action that they will take is to continue to just, I'm sorry to say, they're just going to continue to do what they're doing. At least they're going to try to do that. But it feels to me like this king has still not figured a way out of how they are doing things, how they are still in a negative pattern, how they are perceiving the situation. They look like their intention is to continue to just keep doing what they're doing. Okay. Now I know that's probably going to frustrate a lot of you, especially if you're this Queen of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, or even this Queen of Pentacles Empress, right? You guys are frustrated because this king is in this energy, but this is probably where they need to be and how they need to be feeling until they get to the point where they themselves will need to change their circumstance. Okay. I did want to go into a little bit of this, just a little bit of it. I don't know why. I don't usually, but at least here on YouTube. This King of Pentacles, because they are somebody that, you know, I feel like hearing integrity, honesty, they're somebody that keeps their word, and they are actually somebody that, you know, they don't like it when they are perceived to be somebody that hasn't kept their word, that hasn't honored something, that hasn't upheld something. To them, that matters. Maybe more, honestly, at this point. And they're just going to keep doing what they're doing. And even if it seems like it's not how they really feel or what they really want or think, they're going to keep doing that. You know, because they think this king is still at the forefront of how people perceive them, how people admire them. You know, I use this deck. I was going to use my Lord of the Rings deck for this, but I don't know. Something made me change to the Game of Thrones deck. And I see here now with the Six of Spears. I mean, if you've watched the Game of Thrones and you've watched Daenerys, right? Very admirable. And I'm sorry if this is gonna be a bit of a spoiler, so, you know, scroll or something if you scroll, or like move on, or like skip this part if you don't want to hear it. But, you know, she gets to the point in the series where her views are they become askewed. They start to turn in a not so good way, and everything is turning into achievement and glory and admiration of who and what she is supposed to be and what she represents. And I feel like that still matters to this king. This king still places a lot of importance on the way that people see them, the way that people revere them, the way that people admire them. It matters to them, even if they may not want to even admit that, but it does. That's still very strong in their energy. And I'm hearing fruits of their labor. I guess another thing is because they have already established something here. There's already a solid foundation they've created. Now, the foundation is solid, but maybe the interior isn't that great, if you guys know what I mean. But to them, it just feels like I worked too hard on this to just mess it up. Right? And that's why in their feelings, they're numbing themselves, because the way that they think about how they do things in their life supersedes their heart and how they feel. This king has not gotten it yet. They have not gotten to that point yet. Everything still looks black and white to them, you know? They haven't quite crossed this threshold of the life that they perceive that they have created versus the life that is actually waiting for them. Okay? They have decided to give up for now on what they truly want, on what makes their heart feel alive. They've decided to give up on that. That's why their action is nothing. And there's no action or no attention towards this Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. It's to keep going the way that they have. They are still just going to keep giving the way that they have, even if they feel an emptiness, even if they feel a lack. It's what they're deciding to do. Okay? In their energy and maybe in their mind, they allow themselves to think, what if I did this? What if I did that? But it never becomes anything more than that. And I feel they just don't have the courage. They don't have the strength to really allow themselves to pursue the idea of the happily ever after they would like to have. I also feel like they see it as a weakness, that this family dynamic, this foundation they've built, they see it as a weakness if it breaks down. Like I said, it still matters how they appear to other people. It's a thing. It's a thing that happens, you know, because especially if you're admired for what you have created, right? For what you have established, it's hard to let go of that admiration. It's hard. This king, though, they're being strongly encouraged to see beyond that. It's just they can't right now, honestly. So we're going to just leave that part like that. I do want to get guidance for this king. I think I'm going to choose Archangel Michael. Let's go with our trusty Archangel Michael deck and get guidance for this king. King, what kind of guidance do you need at this time? All right. It says, detach from the situation. Archangel Michael, I ask you to use your flaming sword to cut any attachment to fear or drama so that I may be centered in the knowingness that peace is everywhere within me and this situation. They are detaching, not in the right way, but they are detaching. They're numbing themselves. But the detachment that Archangel Michael is actually encouraging is to detach from the fears that they have, the ego that they keep feeding of needing to look a certain way, to be thought of a certain way. That's the encouragement, at least. Ooh, 2 cards. Innocence. Dear God and angels, thank you for helping me see that all of your qualities of pure love and light are reflected within me and all others. Help me embrace my God-given innocence so that I may be at peace. I feel a great weight on this king's shoulder at this time, on this king's shoulders at this time. I feel like they are, like I said, suffering in silence is what I'm really getting. I feel like they're suffering in silence, and they just feel this great weight that they feel they have to carry by themselves. And this is the way this king is. Use your imagination and you'll see the answer. Dear God, thank you for granting me the wisdom and creativity to see your miracles in new and unexpected ways. I gratefully and gracefully accept and appreciate your help. And then in this situation. So I feel like this king needs a little more of getting in touch with their imagination to see themselves through this situation. Okay. It says, shield yourself. Archangel Michael, I ask you to protect me, my loved ones, my vehicle, and my home with your powerful shield. Surround us in your purple light, which allows only pure love to penetrate. Please stay with me day and night and keep my loved ones safe. I was reading that and I got something. Let me try to articulate. I think this king feels like to pursue what they truly want at a cost to what they've already built. I feel like they feel like there's a sense of betrayal because of the action, because of what they're going to hurt and leave behind. That I feel like they feel like there's karma that will happen to them. But it's like the strong sense of believing that they will not be allowed to have what they truly want because what they want they feel is wrong. So anytime that what you want, you think the universe or whatever God you believe in feels is wrong, it will be wrong. Only in your eyes, though. This king has a lot of work to do, honestly. It's a vast space of learning that this king needs to still do. And I can't say for now where it all goes, and I don't think I was going to pull comparisons, but I'm kind of getting the feeling that I'm not supposed to, that we're just supposed to look at the individual energies and then just go from there. So I'm just going to leave it at that for now. But I did need to take notes. So I will cut to the Queen of Pentacles after this. All right, so we're moving on to the Queen of Pentacles, and similar to what we did with the King, we're going to look at the thoughts, feelings, intentions, and actions that the Queen of Pentacles has at this time. Queen of Pentacles is also known as the Empress in the series for me. So let's begin. Let's start with the Queen of Pentacles thoughts. What are their thoughts at this time? What is the Queen of Pentacles thoughts at this time? So we have the Chariot in reverse. What about their feelings? Oh, 2 cards for their feelings. For their feelings, we have Temperance and we have the Moon. Okay. And what about their intentions or actions? For the Queen of Pentacles, intentions or actions, we have the 5 of Wands in reverse. That's it, the 5 of Wands. And that's so funny. I was like, wait, I'm only supposed to get 1 card, and I kept shuffling, and it's because we have the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Just to confirm, hey, yeah, this is me, this is my reading, this is my story right here. Okay. I just wanted to say, when I do laugh in these readings, I am just trying to make it a little lighter because it can get a bit heavy, and I'm not intending to insult or hurt anyone, so please don't take it as such. But also, if you're going to be, you know, watching these readings, just try to take a calm approach to watching it, okay? Let's not let our feelings get the best of us and comment unnecessary things. All right. Let's start with the Queen of Pentacles and their thoughts with the Chariot in reverse. There's the Queen of Wands in reverse, the 9 of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. You know, I'm getting this Queen of Pentacles. They couldn't imagine that it would reach this point, or it would get to this point, the story of their life. I'm feeling that this Queen of Pentacles was also this Queen of Wands in their energy, where they were somebody that always believed that they were this confident, attractive, strong person, and they don't feel that way right now. There's actually a bit of fearfulness in the energy, because they thought they knew where everything was going, and now nothing is going their way. I feel like with the Ace of Cups, they wish they could just have this fresh start, like it could just be brand new again. So they are constantly thinking about that. They're constantly thinking about how things went this way, why, if only. It's a lot of thinking of that kind of nature. Okay, what about the Queen of Pentacles and their feelings? We have the Temperance and the Moon. Okay. Judgment in reverse. The Emperor, which is this King, right? And the 3 of Cups. Honestly, I feel like they have no clue what's going to happen, honestly. This Queen of Pentacles is in this energy of what's going to happen. It's like they just have to wait and see. They have no idea what will happen. They have no idea what this King is thinking, how they're feeling. And I'm getting this King is maybe a little bit cold towards them. I'm getting frostiness between them. They don't enjoy each other's company from what I'm seeing. They used to have really good times too, from what I'm getting. Like, when this Queen of Pentacles is nostalgic, they really felt attractive. They felt great in this King's presence. So there were joyful times, but now it's not that way. Now this King kind of shows them a cold shoulder, a frostiness that puts even more fear into them, I think. And so, in the Queen of Pentacles feelings, they feel like they need to be patient, so they are trying to be that. But there is fear. There's fear there. They don't know what will happen. So that's kind of what I'm getting for their feelings. What about their intentions and actions with the Five of Wands in reverse? There's the Justice card. The Chariot, okay, in reverse. And the Two of Swords. So looking at their intentions and actions and how it kind of goes back to the thoughts, I think for now, this Queen of Pentacles, you know, what they're trying to decide to do is, if my life is not moving forward the way that I had imagined, right? This unexpected challenge that I'm facing, they kind of feel like they still have justice on their side. So I think there's something in them that knows this king will keep being with them, or will keep to their promise, will keep to them. There's something about how, despite how all of it looks, it's like this Queen of Pentacles knows that they won't really have to do much, because the situation itself calls for it to right itself, to fix itself, if that makes sense. Doesn't mean that they don't have fear behind all of it. I think the fear that they have more of is how this king is feeling. But it's like this Queen of Pentacles is saying, you know what, let me accept the coldness, let me accept the cold shoulder, the frostiness. As long as they keep doing what they're supposed to be doing, then that's fine with me. That's the energy that I get from this Queen of Pentacles. So it's like an energy of, I'll say when it's over. I'll be the one to decide when it's over. So that confidence that we talked about earlier, that this queen, you know, that they usually feel, that's still very much present. It's just not present in the way where they felt it from this king. Their confidence is stemming from the fact, though, that they hold like the power card. Like they hold some kind of get out of jail free card. If you guys are aware of Monopoly, I don't know if this generation plays Monopoly. Monopoly is one of the greatest board games, but it's like they have a get out of jail free card. They have that one card that saves them and the situation, that this king can't fight against it. That's what I'm getting. So it feels to me like they have something over this king. Not necessarily that they have any kind of information or anything like that, but I think just their very stature of being the Queen of Pentacles is enough of an ace, or of a, what is that chess term when you have like the move? I'm sorry, I forgot. Please let me know what it is. But you guys know what I mean, right? That's the energy that this Queen of Pentacles carries at this time. So, I mean, the confidence is there for this Queen of Pentacles. Does it mean they feel good about it? No. Are they happy about it? Not necessarily. But they will keep at this. This will be what it needs to be for this Queen of Pentacles. So there's the thoughts, the feelings, the intentions, and actions. And we're going to go into a little bit of tarot card guidance. Again, Queen of Pentacles making their presence known. Now, they may not feel at their best at this time, but like I said, they are somebody that feels they have the last say. They have the last word here. It's them, no one else. And although they acknowledge that the connection is not where it used to be, right? They acknowledge that the connection is not at its best. It's not the success that they would like it to be. I feel like whether or not this king likes it, they will hold on to this connection, and this king will have to take it. There's a little bit lording over energy. I don't know what they're lording over this king, but I feel like it's just their stature of being who they are. They're the Queen of Pentacles. Like they have every right. That's how I'm really getting this assertion from this Queen of Pentacles. Not that that's right or wrong. It's not for me to say what's right or wrong here, guys. We're just going into what potentially the energies are, the situations, the circumstances of the king, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. But I feel for the Queen of Pentacles at this time, they're in an energy of, this is mine. Like, look at how the Four of Coins card, look at how they're sitting at that desk, right? Look at how they have kind of marked their territory. I feel like that's what this Queen of Pentacles feels in the situation. And even though this King also has their own assertions, I feel like they're just going to have to abide by what this Queen of Pentacles says. Like I said, I feel like this Queen of Pentacles, they have the last word, okay? And I'm just going to take note of that. I'm sorry if I have to cut. Does that mean they're not saddened by the fact that this king has, you know, their feelings are no longer the same? Of course not. They're sad. They feel a sense of, you know, there's this sense of loss that they know this king doesn't feel the same way about them. They know that, okay? But like I said, with the Ace of Cups, they have this strong, deep desire, and they may even be manifesting that the situation comes to a point where it gets a fresh start. And if this is a long-term commitment or marriage, as with any long-term commitment or marriage, there are periods, right, where it goes up and then goes down and up. And I feel like this Queen of Pentacles is looking at this like, wow, this is really the most down period that me and this king have ever had. But we are going to have an up again. It's going to get better. It's going to be okay with time. So that's the belief that they have. And, you know, that may be the case. You know, we saw from the King's energy, they have no intention to take action. They are going to accept what the current situation is. And it may come to a point where things go back up again, right? We can't say for sure, honestly. I do two things. I am going to say that this Queen of Pentacles, they can see that it's over. The love that they used to share with this king cannot be anymore. I think they can see that. But also, I kind of feel like guidance is saying this love may not be romantic in its nature. But as with the Death card, death brings new beginnings. And there may be a new beginning yet in this connection. It may not be romantic love, okay? But maybe love for family, right? And love for one another, but maybe not just in a romantic sense, okay? Because here's that Lovers and here's that Seven of Swords. It's not what it used to be, and it can't be, probably, because this king's heart is elsewhere. You know, it is where it is. Now, their physical body is with this Queen of Pentacles, but I think this queen needs to acknowledge that they have the vessel, but they don't have the essence, you know what I mean? And I know that's painful if you're the Queen of Pentacles, because obviously you are the one that should have its entirety. But being that this is the situation, the guidance is kind of saying, make sure you know what you have from what you don't. You know, don't get into some kind of illusion about the reality of the situation. Only because it's a danger for this Queen of Pentacles with their strong nature to have themselves, to let themselves be led in that kind of belief. Because down the line, this queen will not like that they allowed themselves to feel and think that way. Okay. I think this king makes it obvious to this Queen of Pentacles that they're not interested in that way. Okay, I'm getting that this king is not interested in this Queen of Pentacles in any kind of romantic or passionate sense. I think this king may have been holding back from this queen as well. So yeah, that's, I don't know, that's just a bit of information that I'm seeing there. I do feel for this Queen of Pentacles, you know, their fear is really... Their fear is whether or not this king will eventually walk away. Will this king come to a point where they decide, you know what, I'm better off without this Queen of Pentacles, I want to walk away. That's where the whole sense of fear is coming from, right? And at the same time, this queen is, I'm almost kind of hearing begging in their head that the time come when this connection becomes stable again, when this connection goes back to the way that it was, okay? This queen is kind of feeling like this is so unfair. This is so unfair. Why did it all happen this way? How come this is the way that it is? They feel such an injustice in the situation. Now, I feel like this queen, they feel so cheated of what has happened in this situation, because they feel this sense of ownership. Obviously, it is a long-term commitment or marriage, right? But they feel a sense of ownership here, and they're feeling like, why is it happening this way? They're supposed to love me. We have a family. There may be children here. And it's this Queen of Pentacles is, they're supposed to love me. We have this. We've been together like this. I'm getting all of these kinds of thoughts from this Queen of Pentacles. I feel like when it comes to the tarot card guidance, at best, what we're going to really see here is that this queen is just fearing how and if things will end with this king, and if that time will eventually come. So let's pull separate guidance as well for the Queen of Pentacles. And I feel like for the Queen of Pentacles, I was going to use one deck, but I think I'm going to use this deck. Yeah, let's use this deck for some reason. Let's use this deck. Okay. What is the guidance for the Queen of Pentacles here? Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Things are changing, and this Queen of Pentacles needs to be open to that, you know, accept change, even as drastic as this, I think. Purpose. I know what I am here to do. This Queen of Pentacles is being reminded of the purpose in their life, right? What they are here to do, what they serve, and I feel like it is about being that Empress. And denial. Oh man. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. I mean, in truth, this Queen of Pentacles is in a bit of denial of the situation they're in. They feel a false sense of control. And they can keep leading with that for now. That's probably going to carry them through, especially since this king is showing no kind of progress in action, at least when it comes to potentially maybe something they're being encouraged to do. So, I mean, this King of Pentacles, there is a sense of denial, but I think the encouragement is there needs to be insight and awareness of what the reality of the connection is, right? Not that they're going to change it, not that they're gonna decide anything, but just a certain sense of awareness. Truth of self, truth to self is important here. Okay, so that's what we have for this Queen of Pentacles, and we'll be going on to the Queen of Cups. All right, we're on to the Queen of Cups, also known as the Nine of Pentacles, and we will be checking in on their thoughts, their feelings, their intentions, and actions as well. So we'll do a similar format that we did for the King and the Queen of Pentacles. So let's start off with the Queen of Cups' thoughts. What is their thoughts at this time? Queen of Cups. Ace of Coins or Ace of Pentacles in their thoughts. All right. What about their feelings? The Three of Cups in reverse. Okay. What about their intent? I was thinking in my head, wow, Queen of Cups' energy is just straightforward. They know what they want to do. Intentions and actions, Four of Cups. Okay. Okay. The Eight of Cups in reverse. Oh, we see where this is going, don't we? All right. Well, let's start off with the Queen of Cups and their thoughts. Now, they have the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, that's a good thing. That's a positive thing. The Ace of Pentacles talks about new beginnings, new opportunities. Okay. Well, okay. So I'm going to say that the Queen of Cups, their energy, they're forward thinking right now. They're in an energy of new opportunities, new beginnings. They seem to have an idea of the stability they want to create. They want to leave behind everything that has prevented them from going towards new opportunities. And I do feel that they have come to this realization only after, of course, the journey that they have had so far with this king. And it feels like they're just ready to leave it behind, because Honestly, if I look at it, it's like this Queen of Cups is thinking, this has just been hard and difficult, and nothing has really come from this. It keeps me in a maybe stagnant or poorly felt place. And they just want new. They want new. They want new everything is what I'm getting, right? Look at how big that pentacle is. Like, look at how big in this picture. Like, that's what they're envisioning for themselves. And they want to have it. They want to grab it. They want to take it. Okay. What about their feelings? We have the Three of Cups, but it's in reverse. Okay. So why is the Three of Cups in reverse in their feelings for this Queen of Cups? The Emperor is showing up. So that's the King in their feelings under the Three of Cups in reverse. We have the Magician in reverse. The Two of Swords. I want to clarify this just a little. Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah, that's just clarification for me. So, you know, in the feelings for this Queen of Cups, it's not that they don't want the connection. It's not that at all. It's just, it feels like they have to decide about what to do with these feelings that they carry for this King. And this King is showing up as an Emperor. Because for one, I think they respect this King. I'm getting that. There's respect here, okay? Even admiration. But at the same time, they feel coldness from this King. They feel like this King has no care, maybe no sympathy for them. And it's like they have to decide what to do with their feelings. And their decision is to let go of this connection, to let go of this King. Their feelings, although like I said, their feelings are present, okay? I feel like their feelings are present. But I think there's a decision about how if they can't have what they want with this King, even if they don't want to, they're going to have to let this connection go. They're going to have to accept it's not going to happen. They're not going to be with this King. That's where their feelings are at this time. Okay. What about the Four of Cups for the intentions and actions? You know, there's Sansa and that evil guy. I forgot his name. False sense of something in that, isn't there? I mean, it seemed like he was offering something good, but no. Yeah. Okay. All right, you have to watch that. And there's that Queen of Cups showing up to just give us that assurance that, hey, yep, this is my story. This is my reading. Yeah, you should, if you have the time. I mean, I binged this series. Actually, somebody had suggested this, and the person that suggested this series, I really appreciated their preferences in what they watch. And so when they suggested this, I thought, hey, you know what? I think I should watch this. And then my eldest was also kind of mentioning, hey, you know, they say that's a good, you know, series. And so I thought, let me watch this. So I binged it during the pandemic, like for weeks, because this is like how many seasons of how many episodes. I binged that for weeks straight on, and I was hooked. And yeah, I wish the last season was better, but it is what it is. And so going into the intentions and actions of this Queen of Cups, you know, man, they want new. They want brand new. They want brand new in everything. It feels like they want to start fresh in their life, and they just want to leave this behind. Because what is there to deal with? What is there to hold on to? What is there that is even tangible? Nothing is what it looks like. And this Queen of Cups is in this energy of, you know what? I think I have to accept that this isn't happening. I think I need to go on to new things. I think I have this love that I carry for this King, but I also just have love in general for people. Maybe it doesn't have to necessarily be romantic, but the idea of new, of fresh is very, very present in this Queen of Cups. And I think they're looking at this situation with this King, how they are just not getting what they would like or what maybe they do deserve, and also acknowledging the lack that this King, you know, has in giving towards them. And so essentially what this Queen is doing is saying to this King, you know what, if you can't decide to do something about our connection, if you're unable to recognize what we have, then let me go on to a new beginning. Let me have new opportunities. Let me leave this behind and create something new for myself, right? And there's that Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Very focused energy for this Queen of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. This is what is on their mind. This is how they see themselves, you know, approaching the next chapter of their life. And I mean, being that what we saw with the King's energy, that just seems about right, right? That seems about right that this Queen of Cups would be in this energy. So, let's go into some of that tarot card guidance, right? We have the Eight of Cups in reverse with the King of Swords. You know, the Queen of Swords, well, this Queen of Cups is showing up as a Queen of Swords because it looks like they're very decisive at this time. They know what they want to do. They know how they're going to accomplish it. But there's a sense of, yeah, I need to walk away from this. It's time for me to walk away from this, right? There's an energy of wanting to have new opportunities, wanting to work towards things that present opportunity, right? They want success, and they can see that this connection is only failing itself. And they don't want to stick around for it. It feels like, you know, it's like this Queen of Cups is kind of saying, you know what, I got to decide what to do here. I'm dealing with someone that won't talk to me. I'm dealing with someone that hasn't kept their promise, or I'm dealing with someone that doesn't know how to express. I don't know. It's, you know, it seems like a generalization of how this King has an inability to communicate with this Queen. Okay. And if that's the case, this Queen of Cups is saying, well, then I just have to make this decision, don't I? I have to be the one to decide what to do. Okay. Now, I'm going to say, wow, the King is very present in the Queen of Cups' energy and reading here, because I think this, this King is trying to say, well, wait a minute. Well, wait a minute. I am stressed by this. I am stressed. I don't know what to do. I don't have the capacity, the power, the ability. I'm stressed, right? You know, but this Queen, it seems like all they're asking for, this Queen of Cups is like, well, I just want you to try. I just want you to try. I just want you to tell me what you see for us in this new chapter of what our life is supposed to be together, right? And this King, they know how they feel. They know what they would like, but they can't necessarily do what needs to be done to create that. And that's kind of where it all falls apart, doesn't it? And with this Ten of Swords, I feel like this Queen of Cups looks at this King. They don't look at this King badly, honestly. In fact, there's so much love there still. But they do look at this King like, you've hurt me. You've hurt me this much. All these swords, like you've hurt me these many times and this much pain. And I guess in a sense, they do feel betrayed by this King, because this King is not honoring the connection they have together. This King is choosing, of course, to be with the Queen of Pentacles. Now, whether you're this Queen of Cups or Queen of Pentacles, you guys each have your own valid way of feeling about the situation, okay? I know in some people's eyes, people would be like, no, the Queen of Pentacles is in the right. No, the Queen of Cups is in the right. Everybody is who they are in this story. And I don't want judgment from anybody towards anybody else in the story. If you're here, it's because you need guidance, right? You need clarity. Maybe you want to hear a little encouragement. Maybe you want some support. But that's all we're here for, okay? So I feel like this Queen of Cups, they don't see it going anywhere. And they're tired of feeling stuck. I feel like they want to travel. There's something about how this Queen of Cups wants to travel, whether that's physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. There's a sense of wanting to go to distances that they can't when they're bound to this connection. Okay? And I feel like they feel very motivated at this time. There is a lack in this King to be as motivated or to be as passionate about this connection. And this Queen, honestly, this Queen of Cups looks at that as kind of a failing in a way, because it doesn't match their energy and what they need and who they are. And maybe that's just what it is. This queen seems to need somebody that can be, you know, on par with the desire that they have or the vision that they have. And this king just can't be that. They can't be there for this Queen of Cups. And this Queen of Cups is like, if you can't give to me, then that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem. And I feel like this Queen of Cups is in this energy of, I'm tired of holding on to this, trying to believe that something will happen. I need to go my own way. I need my independence. I need my freedom from this. All this does is break my heart. All this does is cause me pain. And there's this king keeps showing up in this Queen of Cups is reading. I feel like this King of Cups wants to counter everything that this Queen of Cups is saying. So there could be telepathic conversations happening here between these two energetically. Like, it's like this king wants to counter what this Queen of Cups is saying. It's like this king wants to say, no, well, no, I love you. You have my heart. I always think about you. You're the only thing I think about in all these things. But then again, that's where the disconnect is. Because I think this king, they feel like, well, you are the only thing I think about. You are the only one I want. It is only you. And that may be true, but in the physical reality of the world that we live in, this Queen of Cups needs more. This Queen of Cups needs actual presence, needs actual, you know, reciprocation, or needs actual effort to work towards a common goal. But if this king keeps choosing to stay where they are, you know, believing that they are limited to the choices that they have made, there's no progress for this in any way. And I think this Queen of Cups realizes that. They see that very clearly. Okay, and there's our Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Cups again, right? They're in this energy of, you know what, I know you're my person, I know you're the one, but I need to think about what's best for me. I have so many things that I want to achieve. I'm on my own, and I have to do this by myself because you will not stand with me. I know who you are. I know what you represent, but I need to choose myself. That's how it's really coming off here for this King and Queen of Cups. And I feel like this Queen of Cups has been tired of holding on and just kind of abatedly waiting for something from this king. But this king is not going to take action, as we've already seen. And so I think if this Queen of Cups is in this energy, it's only right that they kind of feel that they need to be in the way that they are. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to say that this Queen of Cups, I think they sometimes feel like this king is selfish. They feel there's a sense of frustration and anger because they feel like this king is selfish, because this Queen of Cups feels like it's all about you, what you need to do, what you want to do. What about me? And so if you're not going to take action towards me and our connection, then I need to take action to find my own personal fulfillment and happiness. I can't keep waiting for you no matter how much I want you. Okay? There's not enough time in this world for me to keep waiting to experience happiness and fulfillment with you. I need to make a decision. I need to decide what's going to happen here. I don't want to have regrets in my life. And so it really just comes down to an ending, honestly, an ending here where this Queen of Cups is looking at the situation like, there's nothing left for me to do. So we're going to get a little more detailed here. Unless you decide to walk away from the Queen of Pentacles that you're with, unless you decide that situation is over, there's nothing left for us to talk about. Now this king is showing up again. This king is, oh my God, this is going to go on and on, isn't it? This king is in a King of Swords energy now, trying to explain themselves, because they're saying, I know what I need to do. It's hard. It's difficult. You don't know the burden that I carry in knowing what I have to do. I'm hearing, how can I do that? How can I How can I turn my back? How can I leave behind what I created? How can I move on? How can I move on? They feel foolish, feeling like they would just move on and leave it all behind. Like they feel like that is the most ridiculous thing. Honestly, they feel like it's ridiculous that they would need to do that. This king, from what we saw in the earlier part of the king reading, right? This king is somebody that they will stick to the obligation they have, even if they don't find desire, purpose, or even just motivation in it, even if it's not what they truly want, that they will keep to that. And I feel like they can't quite understand why this Queen of Cups can't understand that point. Okay. They are not in agreement here. They are on totally two separate pages. They're on totally different islands. And you know what? And I feel that's why this Queen of Cups is saying, that's why. That's why. That's why this cannot be. That's why we can't be together. That's why I need something new. I need to go towards something that will bring me potential success. You are already showing me there is no success. And that's what needs to happen. So that was a bit of a deep dive into the Queen of Cups. A lot of energy was coming up from there. And this king was making their presence known. They needed to be heard, I guess. And so that's what I have for this Queen of Cups here. But let's get, I'm going to use this deck. Let's get some guidance for the Queen of Cups, right? What is this Queen of Cups? Oh my gosh. Sorry about that, guys. What is this Queen of Cups' guidance at this time? These cards keep wanting to pop up, but okay. They are going to come out. They're going to come out. Okay. What is the Queen of Cups' guidance at this time? We have allowing. Okay. It says radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment. So what's needed can come next. Okay. Signs, instincts are the message from the inner divine. Do we have any more? Here we do. Faith. Miraculously, amazingly, everything I need always comes. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I imagine. Okay. Love. Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation, only love itself. And at the bottom of the deck, we have karma. There's nothing from a past life that can't be addressed in the current life. So I feel like for the Queen of Cups, you know, the general energy here is, if they feel that this is the needed path for them to traverse at this time, then just allow for how everything is happening. Take the signs that as guidance, right? As encouragement. Keep to the idea of faith and love. But I feel like the universe is saying, it keeps saying, love is opening up to receiving beyond anything you imagine. Love is love itself. And maybe that's why the encouragement for new is here for this Queen of Cups. And again, karma. Everything that needs to happen in this life for this Queen of Cups, if they continue to work on the way that they have been, right? I'm not saying this Queen of Cups is perfect. They obviously have things that they can work on, especially some of that anger and frustration that they had. But if they are being encouraged and feel like they are being encouraged to move towards new, maybe it's time for a new chapter. So that sums up the King series energy check-in for the King, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. And I hope you guys got what you needed from this reading. Clarity, support, guidance, whatever it is you needed.